Hello everybody, welcome to my second video. This is Tag J Starcraft II, representing the Astringent Gaming Journal, and I'm really glad you're coming back to see what else is in store. Of course, I'm still doing race demos right now, so here's race number 2, I guess you want to number them. The Zerg. So, the Zerg used to be the race that I played back when I competitively played Starcraft I, so I know the most about Zerg as far as the old game goes. But I've actually been kind of put off by this new Zerg, and I'm maining Protoss right now, but I'll be covering them last because they're my favorites. I guess let's just get right on into it. Okay, so here we go. This is just the amazingly disgusting new iteration of the Zerg race. I love it. I can't emphasize how much I love their sickening new vision. Here's the stage. This is Scrap Station. You've got this wonderful kind of floating platform thing, very similar to stages in the old game. Of course, you've got the planet rendered in the background and all that. Now, first thing, hatchery. Look, you've got 2 rally points coming off of it. One goes right to your minerals. That's your worker rally point. Since all units come from Zerg structures, from hatcheries, layers, and hives, you've got 2 rally points, one for your workers and one for any other units. And here's a Nidus worm. The Nidus worms are all connected to your Nidus network. In the old game, you had a Nidus canal, built an entrance and then an exit. Nidus network allows you to place an infinite number of Nidus worms around the map. As you can see, I've got several, and they're all interconnected. You can store, as far as I know, unlimited units within the Nidus network or any of the worms. They all can come out of any exit, if you want to think of it like that. Very cool, and of course you've got the, I guess, infinite spinning worm thing inside of it. It's very creepy. I love it. Now, here's some of my other structures, you know. Got my extractor, spawning pool, looks great now. And of course there's the hatchery, there's a layer, and there's my hive. The hive is just, it's beastly. Everything about the Zerg now, it's just wonderful. Evolution chamber, an old favorite. The Roach Warren gives you roaches, pretty self-explanatory. Hydralisk in for Hydralisk. Spire gives you Mutalisks. Greater Spire allows your Corruptors to evolve into Broodlords. Baneling Nest, Infestor thing I just showed you. The Ultralisk Cavern. Everyone loves Ultralisk, and you'll really see why in a minute. The Queen, now a land unit, and now you can get it right after you finish your spawning pool. As a matter of fact, I would say you probably need to get one. It can attack air, it can attack ground, it's not bad, and it has 3 abilities. They're all pretty amazing, actually, as opposed to the orbital command for the Terran. It just seems like the Queen is the cornerstone of the new Zerg. And of course, these are all untested theories, so don't take my word for it. But okay, here we go. Creep Colony, or Creep Tumor, excuse me. Creep Tumor, you see that enormous green spinning field around it. You place that, and as soon as it, I guess, reaches maturity, it will start to expand the creep. And the creep, of course, is this gray, just disgusting, writhing, biological sea of gross that all Zerg structures have to be placed on. And 8 seconds, I think, after you place a creep tumor, that creep tumor can make another one for free. It only costs 25 energy from your queen originally, so, I mean, just, if you want to cover the whole map in creep, then by all means, you have the capacity. Now, what I just did there, spawn larva, you create 4 little eggs on a hatchery, layer, or hive, that will come to maturity in, I think, 30, maybe 40 seconds in normal time. And of course, as soon as that little bar at the top finishes, gets down to the bottom, they're going to pop off, and then you'll instantly have 4 more larvae. There are no limits on the number of larvae you can have on a single hatchery anymore. I've had 26 larvae just hanging out, and it's really, really interesting. See, if you hit select larva now, it selects everything, but just like casting on important casts, if you push build drone after you have a larva selected, then you'll only build 1 drone, so you have to hit D 26 times to build 26 drones, but that's really good because it keeps you from having to select individual larvae and take all that extra time. Now, I'm just getting my spine crawlers to attack my queen a couple of times so that I can show you the last ability that the queen has. It's called, I believe, Transfusion, and it's an instant 125 health heal. Just look at that, I mean, it's right back. Very, very, very useful. If you're playing the defensive. I wouldn't think you would generally send a queen in and use that as an offensive tactic, but you really might. It could be kind of equivalent to having, you know, a shield battery as the Protoss in Starcraft 1. Now, Spine Crawler, look, I just pulled it up right out of the ground. I mean, how's that? Repositioned, ready to attack. Very, very cool. And of course, the Spore Crawler, which is the anti-air version of the Spine Crawler, can do the same thing. I already showed you the Spine Crawler attack animation, so here comes the Spore Crawler attack animation, attacking one of my Corruptors, but I'll show you Corruptors later. I think that the Spore Crawler is a little bit weaker than the Spore Colony from StarCraft 1, just overall. It's kind of hard to say, though. I haven't really used them, because mostly I've been playing Protoss. So there you have it. I mean, a movable defense grid. Pretty insane. Now, here's all the things you can build. You've got 9 different units you can produce. And of course, as you can see, I've got a ton of larvae. My Nardus Worm, here, I'll start popping out units, start demonstrating. That is an Ultralisk. Well, 5 Ultralisks, 6 Ultralisks. And they're enormous, right? I mean, they were big in StarCraft 1, but they're the size of buildings now. And just look at that. They're really, really strong. They, of course, have their attack speed upgrade and their armor upgrade. But, oh my goodness. It's just a train heading for your base. You're not going to stop that.